So again, okay, shutdowns have an impact. They do have an impact. I think what's different here is, why are we shutting the government down? Right? Are Republicans trying to put more things in the continuing resolution? No. They're trying to extend the funding of the government so negotiations can happen. Don't change a thing. Just continuing the current funding levels, which, by the way, a lot of conservatives don't like. Right? They might want to make changes themselves, but they said no. Just continue current funding. It's the Democrats who are trying to put in these ideological ideas of funding people who came here illegally and to fund their health care. And again, maybe older people don't care so much. You talk to younger people and talk about housing, affordability, health care, their ability to get a good job. The competition for housing, for health care, for jobs that happen when you bring illegals into the country is real for many Americans. And so, again, in this administration, we're going to put the American people first, the American people's priorities first, ahead of those who've come into the country unlawfully. And that's what President Trump and Republicans in the House and the Senate have said they're going to do. And it begs the question, why would Chuck Schumer want to change the funding stream for illegals and to get that be willing to shut down our government? It doesn't make any sense. Again, illegals don't vote for Chuck Schumer. They don't. But citizens of New York do, and there's real impacts in New York and in New Jersey where we're at right now. And so I don't know what the strategy is. Again, continue the current levels of funding. Have a conversation. But don't try to take the American people hostage with a shutdown and make sure that controllers don't have their paychecks, because that makes you feel better because you're fighting for illegals. Well, no. These controllers say, well, fight for us. Fight for my paycheck. I work hard for you, Chuck. Maybe you should work hard for me. And again, take weeks, take a couple months, and have the conversation with Republicans, but don't hold Americans hostage because you want to fund illegals' health care. That makes no sense. Again, by the way, no offense, Nick, but controllers a pretty wide array of political opinions. Again, probably lean a little more Democrat than Republican, but they want to be paid. They want to be paid for their work. Just like all you want to be paid for your work. They too want to get paid for their work. They don't have to think about where that paycheck's going to come from. But Chuck Schumer said, I want you to think about whether you can pay your mortgage or pay your car payment or put food on your kid's table, because I care more about illegals than I do about you. I think that's unacceptable. And again, I think it's my job to let you know what issues we're having because of the shutdown, what impact it could have on you, on your travel, on your projects. It's not cost-free. This does have an impact on the American people. And I think Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries should recognize that. And again, Republicans have both chambers, but Democrats have the votes that are necessary to open up the government. It's not a 50-vote majority in the Senate. It's a 60-vote majority in the Senate. And Democrats are using their votes to say, we want to keep this government shut down. And by the way, the vote to open up the government in the Senate was bipartisan. Democrats joined Republicans to say, yes, let's open this up. It was all Democrats that said, no, keep it closed. With that, we're going to keep you posted and updated as we deal with the continuing rollout and consequence of the shutdown. Like what happened today with controllers, we'll continue to keep you updated and apprised. But thank you for coming out today. We appreciate it.